So just some intro stuff then. This isn't necessarily a reply to the good student, although I do go over some stuff he's mentioned before. This is like going to be some housekeeping too, because I haven't really talked much about what this channel is and what it's going to be. So yeah, this is just some things I've got on my mind. This is in a basically a reply to a good student. So yeah, unlike our community, then as you said with MGTOW, I think our community has a good support base for now. Although it definitely does need more people like you and I who will chuck out some videos every once in a while and sort of play off of one another. It'd be more fun for us anyway. And like the best advice I could offer people who are kind of sitting on the fence about starting a channel and contributing, this is my little motivational push for you just to do it. All you need is your phone. I just do these on my phone, and yeah, come and have a chat. Like, if you reckon you've got some good ideas and you're wishing that you could just get them out there, then just post a video. With me, I always had a lot going on in my mind, but I'm quite a shy person and I'm not very self-confident, and that's like a barrier I've had to overcome to start posting stuff up on here. And now that I'm just kind of sort of getting into the groove of it, it's actually quite a nice hobby, for the time being anyway. And if you're seeing this and you just need some encouragement, here it is. Post yourself a video. Doesn't even have to be its own thing or anything. It'd just be like a response video or something, and we can have a discussion if you like. Oh, shut up. And if you don't know what you want to say, if you don't know how to structure your sentences or something, it's a lot easier than you think. I found. And I tried to do my first proper video unscripted, but I was useless, of course. So I do script my videos to sometimes like kind of talking points and this kind of thing. It's nothing to be ashamed of, I do plan on getting rid of the scripts once I'm good enough. My original motivations for this channel were practicing speaking and getting used to my own talking voice and things, but this good student bloke, he sort of got my interest in building a community to the extent that it's even possible anyway, and with today's YouTube, of course. And so yeah, that's something for me to think about. More interaction with more people would be like who think on our terms would be good at the moment. In terms of interacting with people who we'll say sit on the other side of the aisle, this past year especially has taught me that the left are less and less trying to truth seek like we are, right? At the end of the day, like I can't deny truth, right? The left doesn't exist in the realm of truth. Truth isn't real to them anymore, and this is something that's I've had to come to terms with. So there's less and less of that, and more of just trying to gain power. And I've learned that these people don't really care what happens as long as they win. They don't care how bad it looks or how hypocritical they seem. Political discussions to them are not about who is right, but who is dominating the conversation, who has power. It's our team versus their team, and we should think of our struggle on those terms as well, because we are dealing with an opposition that is unreasonable at the end of the day. Right then, I just had to cut there because people kept walking into my shop, and also it's just started snowing, by the way. Crazy Scottish weather. I literally just cut then and then I got up and it started snowing. So yeah, do you remember in 2018 World Cup quarter-final. I think it was England versus Croatia, and I remember I was watching it, and pretty much all of England was in disbelief because of just how dirty the Croats were playing, and they didn't care about good sportsmanship or like not trying to harm anyone. They were only playing to win, and they were bending the rules as much as they could because they knew they could get away with it in the end. And this speaks to the failure of our current hierarchy. It's allowed failure to happen, and there are various reasons for that. Where this intersects with spending time with these people and trying to debate them, I would say that time has just largely come to an end at this point because, and there are still people like what's his face, short fat otaku, whatever his name is. I don't know how to pronounce that. People like him. I believe that those kinds of people are still genuinely truth-seeking, but I would still regard talking to these kinds of people as still essentially pointless because these sorts of lefties, still to an extent, swim in the shallow liberal waters, and they just aren't interested in these spicy topics, which really they would need to be, because this is where my interest is and our interest as a community lies. Within the ashes of our civilization, within that kind of context, this is where the new philosophical and ideological frontier is, right? It just this is where new ground is being broken, as it were. Aside from this too, I would add that, and I've said this before, is that as a community, ideally we do need to be our own thing, and if we still exist in the kind of space where we're always reacting to what the left does, they always make the first move, we keep bouncing off of them like a ball and tennis racket, we've got to bounce off this racket and not get back on and become our own thing. And this conforms to the idea of not interacting with these lefties. And I know this is like a simple point, and I might sound a bit stupid for saying it, but I'm still going to hammer home this idea that the time for like kind of mass red pilling is over, and it's time for gatekeeping, and it's time for just shoving off any interaction that any reaction that they try to get from us, and I'll always push that idea in favour of anything else, because I think that's just where our resources are best placed. For online, for me, the only time I'm interacting with the pawns of the establishment is when I'm just having a laugh and sending them a troll face or something for my own amusement. And in real life, I do basically live with a couple of communists, and I did show my hand early on that I am, right of centre and marginally anti-woke, and with them, I just figured out that basically whenever they're having one of their discussions about progression and oppression, I just keep quiet and activate normie mode and pretend that I don't really have an opinion. Most of the issues of the day are also, I just try not to care about, and I don't really have an opinion on much until, I've let things play themselves out and I've had to think through things. Most things just aren't worth my time anymore, which, I think I'm better for it, thinking that way. I used to get outraged at woke things and things that are happening in the world, and recently this doesn't have an effect on me in that way anymore. And this is something we all need to internalize, because it is possible to just predict where the left are going to be next, because they only move in one direction, you know. It's nothing to be hysterical about. You know, first it's black emancipation, then it's gay emancipation, trans, and you know, I'm not saying any of these things are good or bad. I'm just saying this is how the left do things. You know, they progress and universalize, and you know, what's it going to be next? Pedos, nonces. You know, we're already seeing the first signs of this trickling in. For example, they're not nonces who aren't worth the piss they just wet the bed in. They are minor attracted persons now, right? This is the new thing. It's a scary one. However, I didn't feel as much outrage when I first learned this as when I found out that kids in the West could legally have their own bodies be mutilated. And you just got to understand that this is the world we live in. This is how it works, and you got to deal with it. Like with riding the tiger, right? A video about which I'm currently working on, hopefully. So no, don't waste your breath with these people. In order to find out the true essence of what it really means to be, you know, what we'll just describe for now as being right wing, whatever that means. I don't know. I don't really like that term. You know, we need to be playing off of each other and kind of keep to ourselves on this one. Reading relevant thinkers too, of course. AA did a stream a little while ago about some good books to read about these kind of right-wing thinkers, and you know, I don't know if you can find that list anymore, but I've got the list on me. So if you want to have a look at the list of kind of the reading list of right-wing books, then put a comment in and I'll send you the list. But yeah, we need to be building. We're in the early stages now of building our own establishment and our own intellectual vanguard, if you like. You know, and I guess in a way, this is this channel is sort of my way to contribute, I think. Maybe. Oh well, whatever. Yeah, so that'll do for that. Housekeeping then, or channel keeping, whatever. In terms of videos I'll be doing, it'll be like response videos like this. I know I didn't really talk that much to Good Student. This is just me chucking out some thoughts. So yeah, response videos, and then I'll also be doing some more philosophical things, things of that nature, which I'm looking forward to. In terms of upload schedule, yeah, this is like a hobby for me, so I'll just upload whenever I like. But I think it'll be probably once a week, if you're lucky. Whoops. Yeah. Alright then. That'll do for now. Yeah, that'll be all. Carry on.